Today we're going to show you how to do the coolant bypass mod, where the coolant lines run into your throttle body on your Mitsubishi Lancer and actually heat up the throttle body. It serves a purpose. It is, it's there. It's the same thing a lot of airplanes have. It's to keep the throttle body from frosting over and sticking during cold temperatures, because the barometric drop in temperature, or barometric pressure drop when air enters the chamber, causes the air to flash cool when it enters into the throttle body in the chamber, and that's to prevent it from frosting over. But tons of cars for eons have not had that and not had an issue with that, so I'm not going to say that you'll be perfectly fine, but you'll probably be perfectly fine. So doing this will allow the air temperature to be cooler coming into the air chamber, which will in turn give you a few more horsepower, a tiny bit better fuel mileage. So it's not anything drastic going to happen at all, but it is a little better. So what we're talking about here is actually on the bottom of the throttle body. You can see right here this black line right here, those two. So that one right there that I'm touching with the flashlight, and the one beside it right there, both of them go into the throttle body, and they run in through the block and also into the heater core. We're just going to get take them loose there, have something catch any antifreeze that may have come out, and then we're going to get a barbed fitting. We'll actually take the hose itself to AutoZone and get a barbed fitting the correct size and just connect the two together. And then the metal barbs on the other end should be fine to be left open, or you can electric tape them shut. There's not going to be any coolant coming out of them when you're driving, because it was just a channel for it to run through. So the flexible rubber hose is where the actual coolant is being fed through. Alright, so let's go ahead and take off those hose clamps and get one of them completely off on both ends and take it to AutoZone. Okay, and then basically we're going to get these hose clamps off this one to take it in for sizing purposes for this coolant bypass mod. And essentially you just grab the hose clamp on either side, squeeze it together, and pull it back. Well, we've got it off here, but I didn't take into account how much it was going to leak out from there if it's removed at the other end, so we're not going to do that. But we'll go get the right size, and I'll tell you exactly what size it takes. Alright, so I've got the closest one there. You see the barb, I got that one off, and I now have this hose clamp off of the other one. That one was a little bit of a bear to get to. I had to use needle nose pliers on it to get it off, and it took a little finagling, but finally got it off. And so now I'm going to pull the hose out. Alright, finally got it off. So now we're just going to use a 3/8 to 3/8 barbed fitting. It's made for a gas line. You can get these at AutoZone. I got brass to handle the heat, obviously, and I took off the factory hose clamps, just because they don't want a chance them being wore out from being so old. Bought some new ones to fit 3/8 inside diameter hose. As you can see, it fits a lot of different sizes, but yeah, so that's got some of those. So we're just going to put the barb fitting in between the two. After we get our hose clamps on there, put the hose clamps on, put the barb fitting on, secure the hose clamps down, and we should be good to go. As you can see, we got the brass fitting on one side there with the hose clamp tightened down on it. Got the hose clamp on the other side loose, and then we're just going to join the fitting into this one as well. And it slides on, fairly easily. I mean, it is grabbing barb a little, but it's not, it certainly wouldn't be watertight on its own. You definitely have to tighten these hose clamps down. So I'm just gonna push this the rest of the way on and tighten that hose clamp down, and we'll be good to go. We'll start it up, look for leaks, make sure we didn't pull either end of the hose off of where it was connected on the other side accidentally with all this jerking that we've been doing on it, and you know, make sure we're not having any issues with these being open like this, but we should be good to go from here. Well, there she is, all buttoned up, ready to go. Coolant mod. So you've successfully done the coolant bypass mod on your Lancer. Just check it over the next few days, make sure there are no leaks, and in the mornings check the coolant level in your radiator when it's cold to make sure it hasn't dropped. Top off as needed, and then you're good to go.